The echoes of Marcus Aurelius' final breaths still linger over the damp forests of the Danube. The emperor who carried the weight of a world on his shoulders is gone, and the soldiers who once stood firm in Roman discipline now look toward a new ruler, young man barely prepared for the shadow he must now fill. His name is Commodus. Rome expected another philosopher, another sage, another. Commodus is enthralled not by philosophy, but by spectacle. Where his father saw duty, Commodus sees boredom. Council meetings feel like cages. Diplomacy feels like a punishment. The empire is too vast, too complex, too heavy, so he abandons it piece by piece. He leaves decisions to corrupt favorites, sells government offices like souvenirs, and surrounds himself with flatterers who praise him as if he were a god. But one stage still excites him. One place stirs something primal within him. The arena, the Colosseum roams, cathedral of blood, where men become legends, where fear becomes entertainment. Commodus steps into the sand not as an emperor, but as a performer craving the roar of the crowd. He trains with gladiators. He collects weapons. He memorizes the movements of killers. And then, in a moment that shocks the entire empire, Commodus announces that he himself will enter the arena. No emperor has ever dared. At first, the nobles whisper in disgust, but soon the people flood the arena in numbers Rome has never seen. And Commodus knows this. He feeds from it. He basks in Italiano, dressed in lion skins. He calls himself Hercules reborn. He slays animals from a safe distance and poses over their bodies as if he conquered them in hand-to-hand combat. He forces gladiators to fight him under one condition: they must not kill him. To him, these aren't battles. But behind the cheers, something darker festers. Each drop of blood in the arena widens the distance between the emperor and the Senate. He's Rome. A group close to him, his mistress, his advisors, even his own wrestling partner, come to a grim conclusion. Commodus must die. The emperor, who believed himself a reincarnation of Hercules, ends his life. Not in the arena, not in a blaze of heroic myth, but in the quiet shadows of his private chambers. His assassin is no soldier, no gladiator, but a fellow athlete sent to strangle Rome's living god with his bare hands. And with that, the dynasty born from Augustus crumbles into history. The era of illusion ends. Rome is left bruised, shaken, and desperate for stability. But the empire has little time to mourn, because next comes an emperor far different from Commodus, an African-born general, whose rise will shake the very foundations of the Roman world. A ruler forged in war, a ruler who will rebuild Rome through fire and discipline. The story continues.